Hello everybody, it's good to see you on here. I just finished my 4 Weeks to Freedom Mastermind and I've already had 5 of you join up for the subscription model of my monthly mastermind. So that's going to get released to everybody else out there soon. But I just wanted to share that with you because that's a huge celebration, something I've been working towards for over a year now, to get the courage, confidence frameworks ready to start my own monthly mastermind. And I wanted to jump on here and talk to you, share a couple of words about being seen. Because in my experience, hey Mary, my experience personally and with tons of people that I work with is that, yes, I am huffing and puffing. I'm here with Francesca and it's my job to get the room pumping and dancing. And that's actually part of the story, right? Because now, let's stay with the first part. First things first. So a lot of people are scared to be seen. And we can't live our dreams out if our dream is to support people and help people, but we're scared of being seen or we're scared of being noticed. And I know because that was me for a really long time. I would slink into the back of the room and I would hide. I would hope nobody could see me. If somebody walked towards me to talk to me, I'd have nervous, anxiety attacks. So I'd hide at the back of the room. If people were dancing, I would judge and criticize them, go, oh, look at them. But then there was another part of my brain that was so just longing to be able to move and dance like nobody was watching and just express and be free. But there was just something going on, some program in my head that completely just had me stuck and had me blocked and had me at the back of the room timid and shy and scared, and I wouldn't say anything to anybody. I'd try and get here and hopefully no one would see me, and then I would leave. And even to the point, so I started with the Mafia and Francesca probably a bit over a year ago now, maybe a year and 3 months ago. And what happened for me is I remember on the first half-day workshop, I walked in and I had a full physiological response to walking to a room full of people. Like, this is only a year and a half ago, guys, so it wasn't very long ago. I was petrified, I was scared, I felt like I was going to vomit. I had to introduce myself to the people at the table out there, I had to talk to people. I was so nervous. It was just dreadful, terrible, debilitating even. It was debilitating. Sat at the front row, took notes, quickly left before anybody could talk to me. Francesca nailed me down for an appointment, but I wanted to talk to her over the phone, so I could talk to her quickly while I was here. Anyway, I joined up for the Mafia. Everything has changed since then. Like, my business is booming, my life is booming. I had something greater inside of me that I wanted to share, but I couldn't share that while I was hiding. I couldn't share that from behind at the back of the room and not being able to verbalize or express what I was feeling or what I was thinking. So I've learned so much recently, and I wanted to share this with any of you that may be feeling like that you've got more to share with the world, but you're hiding. You don't want to be seen. You're scared of judgment. You're scared of criticism. Oh my God, what are they going to say? So first of all, where are you doing that? Where are you judging or criticizing someone? While I'm sitting there judging and criticizing people dancing, there is no way I'm going to get up there and dance because I would be worried that people would judge and criticize me. So the first thing is to stop it. Full stop. Just stop it. The judgment and the criticism either of yourself or others, recognize it and just press pause, or actually just press stop. Judgment and criticism, witness it, observe it, recognize it, and just stop it. I said press pause, I actually meant just press stop, eject on that tape, get rid of the judgment, get rid of the criticism. While you are judging and criticizing others, you are not going to be able to stand up, whether it's online, whether it's in a face-to-face with somebody, whether it's singing on stage, and be in your full truth if you're judging and criticizing yourself or others. So that's tip number 1, completely stop that. The next thing that we need to do, so for me in my experience, I realized that, so backstory, Francesca's like, all right, it's your job to dance. As you know, Francesca's events, we dance, we move, we express, particularly at the beginning of each session, because we're all very successful business people, but it's important to her and me as well, which is why we align so well, to have fun while we do it. So we dance like a crazy ass clowns in there. And of course they've noticed my epic dance skills. And that's me being sarcastic, because if you've seen me dance, I can't dance for shit. And it's actually a bit of a trademark how terrible and crazy. I've got, I'm 5'10" tall. I've got flailing arms going everywhere. I've got my legs gonna nearly knock people out. My hair's swinging around, and this thing's a mane. at the back just jigging away. And now it's my job to be on stage and have the whole room, there's 50 something people in there, follow my dance moves. So I've got to keep them somewhat contained, but I wanted to share it with you because do you think that, well, Lisa, we're just talking about being in there and crazy dancing and I'm up on stage. I think they did a Instagram live on it, and I can promise you not one part of my being cares what anyone thinks. It's really just about expressing and being up there and connecting with people and getting people to move that little bit more, because if you move, you express and you let go of energy, and then you have this surge of energy and this vibration that just like completely lifts you higher and higher. So if you're scared of being seen, one of the first things you can do, as I said earlier, is stop the judgment and criticism on yourself and on other people, and you can move. So here I am dancing up there like the class clown, like crazy, not to show off, not to get attention, like just completely in my truth, and to show others that it's safe to do the same. So because I don't judge or criticize anybody else now, I've sort of ejected that program and that tape, I can be free. So this is the thing, when you free yourself of the limiting beliefs, the events that have happened to you in the past. So for me in this experience, I never used to want to dance and I never wanted to be seen because of two reasons, two things that I remember happened to me and I was charged to, and I was projecting them into the future. So one of the first ones was I got kicked out of ballet. Like I remember I was a little kid, maybe about 7 years old, and still quite tall and gangly and skinny and a bit awkward. And I was always really good at sport, so I kind of identified through that. And I started ballet thinking I'd pick it up all right, and I'm dancing, and we were having this recital and they put me in the front row. But because then I was taller than everybody else and I was probably a bit out of time as well, they put me in the back row, and I heard the teachers say something about me. And I remember it like yesterday. It was like in that moment I just felt totally ashamed and like something was wrong with me, and I got shoved into the back row and I hid. And then for so many years after that event, I was hiding. So I invite you to go back to the memory. There's something that's been said, there's something that's been done that you interpreted, that you weren't good enough, that you had to hide to be worthy, you had to be at the back of the room or not be seen. So that was one of them. And then it's quite funny really to think that it's dancing that I do now. Like I was speaking on the stage at Inspiring Minds Movement at the Gold Coast. We've got another event coming up at Sunshine Coast on the 16th of Feb if anybody wants to come, and dancing on stage. The interesting fact about me when the MC pulled me up on stage in front of over 100 people was that Diane got kicked out of dancing, and she's like, why? What dance moves? And then I of course danced on stage and everybody cracked up laughing, but it broke the ice and it made them feel comfortable. And because I dance so bad, it makes them realize that they're not going to be any worse than me. So when you come to an event and you can move your body, you're just going to feel so much better. So that's a second tip. Just move your body. Get really familiar with your body and how it moves and how different things feel. And then if you are up in front of people on stage or online, you can feel really safe and comfortable with that. And even in an interaction, like I used to be so nervous, like I wouldn't go up and ask for a coffee. Like I'd have a full physiological reaction to that. My tummy would churn. I would feel like I need to go to the bathroom, like just to go and ask someone I don't even know for a coffee. That is how shy I used to be. And now if you follow my social media, you know I'm everywhere, omnipresent. Someone said to me the other day, is there anywhere you're not? And I don't feel like I do that much because I've got omnipresence online and offline. So I attend certain events. I'm usually always on stage, not always, though I like to be in the audience sometimes in the support role, but usually on stage. And the other place I am is all over social media because we have, like, it's omnipresence, right? It's about working out how you can get the message out there, how you can share more. But I walked into this event and this beautiful friend of mine was like, is there anywhere you're not? I just feel like you're all over the place. And I said, oh, funny you say that because I feel like that about you as well. So yeah, it's quite shocking, my story, to think that you used to be shy. Yeah, somebody said that to me the other day when I did the meetup at the Gold Coast, and there was like 45 people there. There was tons of people there, and very good friends of mine, Joel and Steph, who are massive influencers in the health industry, over 5 million followers, but more importantly, just such a beautiful heart. So beautiful, these people radiate from inside. And someone come to me and said, I cannot believe you used to be shy. But that's why I do these lives, guys, because if I can do it, you can do it. There's nothing different about me. I just got a mentor, I learned the strategies, I practiced the strategies, and then I did it. So if you are scared of being seen, the 2 tips so far is, number 1, stop judging and criticizing yourself and everybody else. Step number 2, start moving your body and getting comfortable in your own body. Step number 3, if you're scared of being seen, is to do your mirror work. Because if you can't see yourself and look at yourself, you're going to be trying to hide from everybody else. So we've got to extract this thing that tells us that we're not good enough and you can't see yourself. So looking deep into your own eyes, into the mirror, and do your mirror work. Another hot tip, if you are hiding and you don't want to be seen, what's your guys' ideas? We've got Mary, Samantha, Zara, Michelle, Amy, Lisa, Kristen. Any ideas from you guys to be seen, to stop feeling scared and to stop hiding and get out the front and lead the way and share your essence with the world? I feel like for me, it's feeling like what I had to offer was valuable as well. So just sit down in some quiet time and get really clear about your message. Get some clarity around how you want to help people feel, how you want to show up either on social media. And well, this is the other thing, right? You also want to be authentic. If you're not aligned, if you're not speaking your truth, if you're not in your truth and presence, you won't want people to see you. If you're the same person to your grandma as you are to the person at an event, like you might act a little bit differently, but you're the same person and you carry that into each interaction. You're not trying to hide anything about yourself. I didn't say that very well. Basically what I'm just trying to say is accept all of your traits. Stop trying to resist the ones that you think people don't like. So we want to present all the time that we're happy and activated and energized and we're on here and we're always bubbly and proactive and we get stuff done and I'm a good connector. But the key to this, and probably the biggest takeaway for you, is when you own the trait that you don't feel is the positive one, so the perceived negative trait. So if I'm energetic, I also have to be lazy. And when I accept the fact that I can be and I can do laziness and there's no resistance, I'm not trying to push against it, I'm not trying to hide from the world anymore that I'm lazy, because I own my own laziness. To be energized, I have to have the flip side of that as well to make it whole. In actuality, everything is whole. There's no just positive or negative. But humans, for some crazy reason, tend to try and tell the world that all these are friggin' amazing things, and it's a highlight reel, and then we don't accept or we don't share the parts of ourselves that are the perceived negative. So here's another example. I am confident. I'm confident up on stage and when I walk into a room, which also means that I can be not confident, and I own that. If I walk into a place that I don't know anybody, or it's way out of my comfort zone, or it's in front of a group of scientists, then I would feel not confident. And instead of trying to not feel unconfident, then I just go, yeah, I'm not really confident now. And then I'm not resisting it, I'm not pushing it, I'm not hiding it. Listen to my language. Okay, here's another one. Narcissistic and altruistic. Here is a huge one, especially for women. I don't know about you guys, but women portray that we would do anything for everyone and we will look after everybody all the time and we will give, and we've got this real altruistic serving. We'll do everything for you. Me, I'll speak of my own experience as well. We're altruistic, we serve people, we do everything for everybody. That also means, in actuality, that we can be, now listen to this word, it's going to trigger some of you. It did the first time that I was starting to own this trait. We can also do narcissistic qualities. If you are altruistic, if you are out there serving the world, giving, on the flip side of that is narcissistic behavior. And if you keep giving, and you're saying, no, I'm not narcissistic, I don't have narcissistic qualities, then you're going to be hiding that, which means when you're in front of people, you feel like you've got something to hide. The day that it lands for you that you are both altruistic and narcissistic, or have both of the qualities, the polarization, all of the thing, you won't be trying to hide your narcissistic behavior anymore. You won't be resisting it. So then when you get up on stage and online, or if someone comments to you, or you get your trolls, which we all do as we start to rise up and say, you're a bitch, you're trying to do this and you're doing that, and you go, you know what? I can be a bitch. I can be narcissistic. I can do those traits. And instead of fighting back and there's this resistance, it's just like, yeah, I can. I don't do it intentionally, but there's definitely moments in my life that I'm a bitch, right? And I do narcissistic behaviors, all of us. So I want to hear your feedback. Send me a PM if this has triggered you, because I love triggering people with the intention of personal development, so I stretch you and support you. Honestly, guys, I've got so many people following me now that want to get up on stage or get online. I just did my first five spots to my monthly mastermind, which is a dream come true for me. I couldn't do that if I was trying to hide my narcissistic qualities or my bitchiness or my laziness. I just accept it, and now I choose. So here's the other thing, right? I was listening to my mentor this morning, Lewis Mocker, and he said, some people are called an introvert. So if you're an introvert, there will be a topic or something that you're really passionate about that when you're talking about it, you light up, you become animated, and it's really amazing to watch these introverts get really excited about something. So if you are wanting to get on stage and you're an introvert, just pick a topic that excites you, that inspires you. And you've all got it. You've all seen a friend who's fairly shy and quiet, and you start talking about knitting or something, and they're like, oh my gosh, and there's all these different threads and there's different wools that you can get, and did you know that wool come from Peru, and this is llama wool, and they'll get excited about it. So you've just got to find that thing for what it is for you. The other little tip for this, and it's a bit of a mind bend, it's a lot of DeMartini stuff, which he takes you on quite the journey. Here's the mind bend, right? When you have these qualities, so we're talking altruistic, which is giving, over the top, narcissistic, which is narcissistic behaviors, what will happen is you will be the perceived positive in your area of life of your soul desire. So I'm going to be activated, perceived positive, activated, energized, committed, disciplined, motivated in my business and in my health and in my family relationships, because they're my highest values. My narcissistic qualities come out, or my laziness comes out, or my bitchiness comes out, or the more unsavory or perceived negative qualities come out when I'm dealing with a part of my life that is not my highest quality, or is not my highest value. Does that make sense? It's really, when you do this work, hey Taryn, it's good to see you. When you do this work, it absolutely change your life. There's too many of you out there that are absolutely incredible human beings with so much to share with the world, but you've been told something when you were little, and then you're trying to show up in the world as just the positive because the social media and the Facebook and all the thing just want to see the highlight reel. But when we can own all parts of ourselves and all of those traits, you have full self-worth. If you're just receiving or portraying the perceived positive trait, that's self-esteem. And I did a webinar on this. If you want the webinar, it's an hour long. You can double time me if you want. I worked out how to do it. I have it on a private YouTube link. It's free for anybody that's interested. And it's about how to not be offended. And hiding is kind of the same thing. So you just liken it to the hiding. So if someone says something to you and it triggers you, or you're hiding for a certain reason, this webinar will help you uncover it and dissolve or neutralize it. Super simple, super easy. You literally write down the bottom, give it a tickle down there, say, Daisy, send me the webinar. I'll have my assistant send you that webinar for free. And you can have a listen to it. It will help you step out into your full power. It will help you really own all of your traits, so you don't have as many buttons to push, so you can't be offended and triggered. Because I tell you what, when you get up there on stage and you're speaking to 50 or 100 people, they will challenge you. If you're an athlete, a lady that just jumped on is an athlete and she's doing really incredible and amazing things, and people will judge that and people will criticize that. And if there's any part of our brain that's trying to hide any trait, then we'll respond to it. So it's going to be absolutely incredible, absolutely amazing. It's really good to be on here with all of you guys. I also wanted to tell you about, so 4 Weeks to Freedom finishes up this week. That was the mastermind I just ran. It was $800 and we had 30 people on it, and just incredible results, like next level, out of this world, just cool shit happening there. A lot more money, better sleep, amazing physiques, master your morning, master your life. We've dissolved fears, which have had things that have held people back since forever. Now just like literally taking leaps and bounds in their business or in their relationships, calling in beloveds, like, yeah, really cool life-altering stuff. So that was 4 weeks to freedom. And then what I've built on the end of that is a subscription model. So every month you get drip fed the content, the information. You get a full hour with me in a monthly huddle on the Facebook page, exclusive Facebook page for people that take this next step. You get all this content. Some of the stuff in here I sell singularly, one singular product for $4.97. You get all of it, lifetime access to this, to the community in the monthly mastermind for $80 a month. The next 10 people to sign up, actually there's only 5 spots, 5 people have already signed up. Next 5 people get it for $50 a month. $50 for a month. There's no locked in. If you do it for 3 months and you freaking hate it, just tell me and I'll take you out of it. But I can guarantee you'll want more. And then by the end of the year, you're just going to have the access to all of your stuff. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in working with me, you can see me one-on-one for an hour a week. We're going to do that on the Facebook Live page in the monthly huddle. You're going to get all your content drip fed to you. It's going to be on the dashboard Teachable. I'm just yet to work the logistics out. But I'll go through all of this with you. Everything I've given you, the free stuff, it's all the top of the surface. It's just scratching the scab off. No, it's just scratching the top off, and then everything else comes back, and then you need the juicy stuff. You need the content, you need the support, you need the community to take you to the next step. So we've just got Delhi book in too. Yay! Delhi Denman. Beautiful Delhi. Gone for walks every day for the last 18 out of 19 days. Good on you, beautiful. So hey, Vonnie's jumped on. Hello, how are you? Sharon's on. Taryn, Tan. There's so many Tans and Tarans in my life now. It's a bit like Christy and Kristen and Kirsty and so if I ever call you the wrong name, sorry, because I just meet thousands of people. And of course, a million Michelle Belly Beans. Always a million Michelle Belly Beans. So any questions, drop them in now. I'm just about to go in there, finish up, probably do some more crazy dancing. Who's seen my dance moves? You got a favourite of my dance moves? Yeah, pretty incredible, pretty cool. My beautiful husband comes home today, so I get to see him. What else have I got to tell you about? Oh, so much. I'll do it in another live, but I hope this has been really valuable. I hope you take some content away from it, some juice away from it that you can infuse and implement into your own life, and really just start to raise the standard, really start to raise the bar, really start to... You masterminders know what I'm talking about. Let's raise the floor. Let's raise the ceiling. So this thermostat that has been our normal gets even higher and higher and higher. And one day you wake up like I did the other day and just go, oh my gosh, how did I do this? I want to bottle it. I want to give it all to you. And you know, the reality of this life and this lifetime is the exchange a lot of the time is money. So I'm like, how can I bottle this? How can I make it affordable? Like the value is there, the content is there, the transformation is there. How can I make it affordable? Because I charge anywhere between $300 and $500 for a one-on-one now, and that is not that's not sustainable for a lot of people. So I've packaged it, it makes it a little bit less, but it's still a lot of money. It's a huge commitment with your time. Whereas with the mastermind, monthly mastermind, because it's online, you can do it in your own time when the kids are in bed, while you're driving, while you're falling asleep, while you wake up. I have so many people now feel like I meet people and they feel like they know me. They come up and shake my hand or give me a hug and forget to tell me their name because I'm in their house, I'm in their home, I'm in their head, I'm in their heart daily. So they all know me, but I don't necessarily know you. My soul knows you, definitely. But yeah, people forget that I haven't met them and don't tell me their name. So make sure you always tell me your name when you meet me out and about. It's very special, and I feel very blessed and very privileged to be in this role and to be able to do this for people. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'm really looking forward to working with many of you. If you're interested in the webinar, pop it in down below. I'll get Casey to send it to you. If you're interested in the monthly mastermind, give me a shout out and I'll have all that up in the next probably 24 or 48 hours. Like I said, $80 for everybody else that comes through, $60 for the next 4 people now to sign up. And that's a month. Anyone can afford $50, $60 a month. Let's do this and let's be serious about it. Invest in yourself to change your life, remembering where I've come from, shy, timid, couldn't even order a coffee, to dancing on stage like a crazy maniac, not even not caring. That's not even it, just enjoying it. Seriously enjoying the movement, the expression, the connection to people, and being able to express and create who I really am with movement is so important to me. 2, dancing, speaking on stages globally with a really important message, publishing my first book, about to publish my first deck of pixie cards, going for Amazon bestseller with my book. So I'm going to need all your help with that in the next couple of months. 2, oh gosh, there's so much I can't even tell you. You don't need to know, but I'm here for you. I'm here to lead the way and teach the way. So seriously consider it and reach out if you want this monthly mastermind, or the one-on-ones, or we've got retreats and everything coming up, half days, all sorts of, yes, the half day deli. Half day is on this Tuesday from 10 to 2, so Tuesday the 11th or Saturday the 15th. We had so many of you. I think I'm going to have to go get a new venue. So many of you wanting to come to the half day that I think I'm going to have to get a new venue. So what I'll do is I'll let you know. But if you want to come to the half day, we can add a link in down below. It's called 6 Steps to Soul Success. It's 4 hours with myself and my sister, and we take you where you are right now. Like I said, what I was so shy and timid, and we take you through several steps, 6 to be precise, on the day, to sky launch, rocket, whatever the word is, you into the life that you desire. So we get some clarity around it, we put some frameworks in around it, and then we give you a little bit of a step-by-step process on how to start making that happen for you and bring it into your reality, magnetize it towards yourself. So, hey Yana, Philippa, good to see you guys on here. Wherever it is you're at, whatever it is you want more in your life, we've got a beautiful community of like-minded people rising up, doing incredible things and just showing up and doing the work. And I'd be really honored to invite you all into the group. So I'm going to go now, sending so much love. See you soon.